Good evening, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me on Wednesday Night Heat. I'm Chicken George. We're gonna go over a few topics tonight and get y'all out of here, man. I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. All right, we wanna go over the Steelers playoff last playoff game with the Steelers. We wanna go over Aaron Rodgers, Coach Mike Tomlin stepping down, Ant-Man for MVP, and the turmoil going on with Giannis and the Bucks. All right, so let's go ahead and get busy. Yo, we in the building. Steelers played the Texans this weekend, or this Monday. We know that the Steelers advanced to the AFC North crown last week, knocking my boys off, the Ravos, and I wasn't really all that happy about that situation, but I mean, it is what it is. They got their, they handled their business, and they was able to advance. So I knew that last week they was gonna get all the shit beat out of them. The Texans had beat the Ravens this year, but Lamar was out, so I didn't feel like that. If we would have gotten, they could have beat us. I kind of thought that we would have had our way with them. We really be having our way with them, for real. They got one win I can think of with C.J. Stroud on some lucky shit, but it is what it is. The Steelers got into this game. It was close throughout the whole game. Third quarter, fourth quarter came. They waved them terrible towns. They ain't waved them like this. They waved it like this. Come on, man. We can't. I'm done. I had enough. Aaron Rodgers was all over his head, all over his ass. They was in his butt, pause. But, it was a real rough game for him. Texans was flying around, getting to the ball, hitting. And the Steelers just quit, simply put. No whole lot of fluff about it. They quit. 23-24 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. That's unexcusable. So I think that the time for Aaron Rodgers to retire is here. He had a good career, won Super Bowl, as I always told my guy Big Furrows. He really ain't all that special, but we ain't going in that direction right now. He will be a Hall of Famer one day. Probably all we at the top of the list of stats and touchdowns, playoff, and not really the playoffs. Let me take that back. He ain't really do shit in the playoffs. Keep it a buck. He had one good playoff run when he won it. Other than that, that shit was regular, mediocre. So, that was my thing. We would have won that game. Lamar would have been closer to his record than anybody. So, tough way to go out for the Steelers. Like I said, they quit. Do I think Aaron Rodgers should continue? No. Do I think he should go ahead and retire, hang it up? Because at least with them, you're not gonna be doing that. You a little bit too polished to be a backup. So I think you probably should go ahead on and give it up. with the way how you played toward the end. Like he played pretty good against the Ravens, but it's like they just gave him all that shit. Like, yo, throw it right there. They was daring him to make the plays, and he made them. I mean, what more can you ask for? When it comes to being productive, I don't see him really being productive like that no more. So if you're not going to be productive, if you're not going to, if what you're saying is not going to lead to to wins, if what you're saying not going to lead to wins, or your play not going to lead to wins, not going to lead to, the morale of the team coming up, winning, we moving into like that 8-8 shit. They didn't give us an extra game, but that 8-8 shit, man, come on, man. You can't keep holding on to that 9-7. Come on, man. Like, there's some good teams over here now in the AFC. They got the Patriots, they looking good, and all those teams more than likely they're gonna be back around next year. We always see some team fall off. But going back into Rodgers, man, I just think it's time for him to let it go. Go right off into the sunset. Sunshine State. And, just relax, man. You had a good run. Those Aaron Rodgers and the Peyton Mannings and those type of guys, I don't see them, doing much of like coaching and nothing. So he probably be doing TV. He was on there with Pat McAfee. That was his man. They kind of started that little run. So, I mean, maybe we'll see him on TV soon, He was a very opinionated type of guy. So, I mean, we probably see him on a podcast. We ain't going to see him on I don't think we'll see him on network TV or ESPN or none of that, because he just seemed like he moved a certain way. He kind of got like a little rebel to him a little bit to me, but we call it, on another end, that's like code word for kind of like white privilege in a way. But, it's more rebel to me. Like I said, he do things a certain way. So, we just got to look at it through that lens. But I think he should go ahead and get on up out of there, because there ain't nothing going on for him. Long time Steelers coach Mike Tomlin stepped down too. So following the loss, he pretty much resigned, said, I done had enough. I'm going to go ahead and cut my losses. And, he's on his way out. So, for real, hearing this news is like bittersweet in a way, because it's like, Tomlin was like a lifetime Steeler, like just like Harbaugh. So Harbaugh's gone 18 years, then Tomlin's gone 19 years. So, man, that's like a real crazy scenario. Nobody wouldn't have been able to, draw up in a million years for real. Like this year, both of those coaches was going to be out together. They had to fight at the end to be the top of the division to go to the playoffs. One guy got left a week before, the next guy came the week after. So it's like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy that they played that way, you feel me? So, what happens with the rivalry? I know the rivalry gonna still be the rivalry, but it's gonna have new faces there now. Just like, with the players. We don't see Troy Polamalu no more. We don't see Ed Reed no more. You feel me? They got Hamilton now. They got some other guys over there now. So, the rivalry gonna continue. The head, the lead, the whistle at the head of the table is just changing. That's all. Like I said, I wish Coach Tomlin luck, man. I'm kind of quite fond of that guy. When they first got him, I hope that we had got him. At that time, we was going to do some stuff with our coach, trying to get rid of Billick, I think. Or, he was on his way out. It's like, damn, we could have got, they was talking about him leaving maybe a year or two prior, right? So that didn't happen. Then they wound up getting Tomlin. Like, every time he had a press conference, I'm like how my man Dede said, man, I like this nigga, man. I like him. So yeah, but I kind of always liked the Coach Tomlin, man. Like, even in the winning the losses, he always gracious. He always got the right thing to say, man. I liked that about him. I liked that about him. He got his guys prepared. This is a war, that they was going through. He prepared them for the war mentally, physically, I feel like. He was always up for the challenge, and he even had respect for the coach, like Harbaugh. It's like Superman and Clark Kent. It's like Superman and Lex Luthor. Them niggas don't really, they might hate each other, but they can respect, like, yeah, I know you coming, nigga. Superman know that nigga Lex Luthor coming, man. Like, it is what it is, nigga. I know you coming. Magneto, they know Magneto coming. Professor X know Magneto coming. But when they get right there, they say, I don't know why you keep doing this, Charles. I'm with you. Come on, Charles. Get with me. So I take my hat off to Coach Tomlin, man. I hope he goes and finds success. He kind of got a peculiar situation. We've seen this in the past a little bit with the Saints' old coach, Sean Payton, right? He wound up resigning or stepping down from the Saints. Took a little bit of time off. We see him here now on ESPN. Then he popped up and went with Peyton Manning and them. 1-1. Yeah, you feel me? With Peyton Manning and them. So, really, Coach Tomlin can just sit back and be like, man, which one of these good teams got this bum-ass coach? You feel me? Who got the best defense? Oh, who got the best offense? Who got the best fourth quarter? Oh, yeah, I'm going to go and get with them. And then come back and be like, oh, yeah, we're going to win it. They're going to be the favorites almost. So that was the situation with Peyton Manning. As soon as he got with them, they was the favorites, automatic. They were saying he can't throw, his arm giving out, but they still wound up winning it. You feel me? So he got a situation like that. I don't know if he get paid or not by resigning or stepping down. But he got enough chicken. He got enough chicken to last him, man. A few years for real. So he gonna be all right. They said that my man Harbaugh might be going to the Giants, so maybe we might see him again someday. But Tomlin, man, like I said, I take my hat off to you. Hopefully, you can be okay at your next place. Hopefully, you don't be playing the Ravens trying to beat us. And that's what it is. I gotta salute that guy, man. And then not only that, man, for the rivalry, man. It's just like, I want to beat that guy. Like I just see him as their guy. And that's big. That's big for real, to be recognized. To be recognized as the op. Like you can have ops that you don't know your ops. You got ops that you respect. Like these niggas, they about their business. I gotta be on my shit today. That's what makes this shit fun, man. That's what make a nigga a fan. That's what make a fan a fan. I hate the Steelers, but them niggas love their team. And I love that. I love my team. And I love that I hate y'all niggas. I love that. And y'all love to hate us. So that's what make the motherfucking game a game. Then we gotta see these niggas twice. Man, then for this last meeting was the goal to win it. Man, you can't ask for more than that. This sports, my nigga. You can't ask for more than that. I could compete against niggas who I hate. What? I always keep using the word hate because it ain't hate, it's sports hate. That's sports hate. That's sports hate. That's that I will do anything to beat you SOBs hate. That type of shit. So, it is what it is, man. But yeah, again, I ain't gonna be on Coach all day, man. Salute you, Coach. You got nothing but respect for me and admiration, even though you was always on the other side. But I just hope that you can go and have some success. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, man. And that's for, Coach Harbaugh as well, man. So we had a situation with Giannis, right? Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tonight they had a matchup against the T-Wolves where they got all the shit beat out of them by 40. And this is 40 without Ant-Man, who averaged 30. That would have been 60, right? So they didn't have Ant-Man, and we also didn't have Gobert, right? Which is our defensive stopper, our big man that's coming down, banging, blocking shit. We ain't have him. We didn't have two of our starters tonight, and we beat them niggas by 40. I'm so excited for my team. this year. We taking it. Whoever don't say we taking it, you hate it. But that's neither here nor there. Giannis, that nigga, they was booing them niggas, right? They get the booing them, right? So Giannis took offense to it, right? He get the and one, he on the ground, he booed him. Boo! Boo! Ugly as shit. Boo! Yo, motherfuckers go boo me. He was mad, right? Understandably, you know, but at the game, he on the bench with the towel on his head, he crying, ugly. They go over there with a no. That giant niggas. Oh man. So, you know, but let's just think about this though, yo. Yo, that shit got hurt. That shit got hurt. Think about it. I never felt that, right? I ain't never go D1. I never was professional, right? So I ain't never played against 20,000, 40,000. You feel me? I ain't played in that environment. I didn't. I might have played at 10,000. I might have played in a 1,000, but not 10,000, right? So that's a hard feeling. You have been one of those fans, right? You didn't boo your team when they wasn't playing well, when they was turning the ball over, when they was just having a shitty effort, you know, giving a shitty effort. Yeah, they gonna get booed. But to actually be that person, this the best player on the team, and just last week, probably not even a whole 7 days ago, Giannis came out and said that he's pretty much rescinding, you know, his idea of wanting to move. So he kind of was talking about moving, or I'm gonna move if y'all don't get me nobody, you know, threatening the club. But, you know, he didn't really admit that he was putting himself on the trade block. So, but last week he gave a statement where he's saying, I'm not thinking about leaving. I'm trying to be here. I'm trying to build this program and keep us moving, right? So he made a statement saying that personally. So when we hear that, then we see what's taking place tonight, then it's like, oh shit, like he about to be back on that time. He about to be back on that retiring shit. He about to be back, not retiring. He about to be back on that trading. He about to be back on that, I don't want to be here. And, you know, we done seen this year and then some of the years in past, when these niggas be ready to move, when they get the man of the trade, they check out. Like, they check all the way out. They ain't trying to play. They ain't playing hard. They ain't, like, they just, like, be on some bum-ass shit. Just until they do trade. Like, remember when they was trying to trade Harden? That's my nigga, but yo was doing some weak-ass shit. Yo was like, man, look, man, I ain't trying. Yeah, you feel me? Like, he was just doing some weak shit, you feel me? But I mean, like, the owners do that type of shit all the time. Trade a nigga when they ain't ready. So, you know, for us to have that player, for the players to have that player empowerment, I mean, that's kind of a cool thing, but I think they taking advantage of this shit too much. Wanting to pile up teams, wanting to move every time you're not happy. Like, yo, it's hard to win in anything. You're not going to win every time. So if you don't win this time, then this is a cause for me to quit. This is a cause for me to say, I want to be traded. Take me to somewhere else where this shit can be way more easier. Come on, my nigga. What's the point of, like, do y'all want to compete? The point of winning this shit is saying that I'm the best. If you put everybody on the same team, that's the best, then of course they're going to be the best. What about competing against the best? Like, you know, I always was that nigga, man. Compete against the best. I was in high school, or I was going to high school. I wanted to go. I was thinking about going to Dunbar. Everybody go to Dunbar. I ain't even know nothing about no other high schools. I just never even heard about no other high schools, really. Dunbar and Douglas, because Douglas in my neighborhood. So I know about Douglas, right? So I'm like, I'm going to Dunbar. I'm talking to my father, like, Dad, I want to go to Dunbar. So my father, like, what you want to go to Dunbar for, Jimmy? Everybody go to Dunbar. All the players that's, like, you want to go somewhere else, don't you? Where you can beat those guys. Where you get to play against those guys. So I'm like, what? I'm a young nigga, I'm like 12. Like, what? Like, damn, you know what? That's right. You know? At that time, I was coming into my little manhood. I could have been 13, I don't know, 12 and 13. I was like always a young nigga for my age. Like in school, like that type of shit. My birthday was kind of late November. So I was like the young nigga, like in a way. So it could have been 12, 13, one of them, but Also at this time I started going to play up Cloverdale, against the men, against the niggas that's 17 and up, niggas bigger, stronger, niggas longer, niggas can hoop, niggas is men, niggas got mustaches and shit. I'm coming up there, my shit naked. I'm a little naked chicken. I'm a little naked, no head chicken, boiled in the water. So, Pops was like, man, you can go there if you want, but if you go play against him, I'm like, oh, yeah, playing against him, man, yeah. So, I wound up going to Northwestern, you feel me? Salute to the Wildcats, baby. That's what it was. I'm going to North, baby. So, Giannis and some of these superstars and shit trying to pile up and all that, man, that shit weak as shit, man. Look, niggas trying to they talking about Ja going to the Lakers. This is what I just heard. No, I don't know if that's, no, I ain't gonna say that. But anyway, piling up and all that shit weak, my nigga. Remember the time when they had the Lakers piled up all them niggas, Gary Payton, niggas said Karl Malone, Diesel, all these other, man, that shit was so ugly. That shit just didn't look right, my nigga. It looked like a nigga cooked you some breakfast and he just threw that shit together on a plate like, yo, you put the eggs on top of the bacon and you got some sausage right there. You put the bread on the side, one bread on the plate, the other bread on the table. You gave you 3 slices, one bread on the floor. Hey, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, yo, come on, yo. That's at a restaurant. You went to a restaurant. What the fuck? Like, come on, yo, that shit just look ugly. All these super nice ass niggas trying to pile up and win. Yo, where's the level of competition where I want to beat the best to be the best, nigga? That's what the fuck being a champion is about. Getting through the hurdles of the season. Nigga, you had a motherfucking death in the family that almost wiped you out. Now you wrote that family member on your tennis shoe. This is my motivation for the year. Yeah, this is my motivation for the year. Motherfucking, I remember my brother died. I was playing then. I was a young nigga though. My brother died or whatever. So, it wasn't like popular then, right? It was like, dare I to say, I feel like I made a lot of shit up in my time. I'm about to start getting paid for all the shit I make up, but I ain't never seen nobody do that before I did it. So I wrote on my shoe, wrote my brother, rest in peace, Duncan, on my tennis. Like this is my motivation, you feel me? Then, as I was getting in high school, I was kind of starting to do that, writing my brother name on my shoes and shit, like, in the bag, just a little spot somewhere anywhere, and not no big ass, just a little something, just a little small, that's my little motivation, right? And, that kind of was my motivation for that time, so that kind of got me through that, but that was the season, at the end of the season, we wound up losing, but, you get a whole lot of different motivation throughout the season, like, what's your motivation when everybody is the best? Like, when you're the best team, I suppose you would have stayed undefeated, those type of things. But, it's a point of being the best when you work hard to be the best. And there's a point of being the best when they just piled up every team. Like, nah, that ain't really what's up. Like, that's easy. Like, sports is not really easy. Like, it's not. If you think about it, you gotta run. It's a lot of uncomfortableness in sports. A lot of it. Training, lifting, running, eating right, getting up, getting sleep. Like, who wants to get up early to work out? Who wants to do that? It's cold as shit right here where I'm from. Who wants to get up early in the morning and go work out? Who wants to get up? Some niggas work out late. Some niggas gotta do, I used to hate lifting, right? I used to hate lifting, but it was all a part of me working my way to being a champion. We're going to lift, you're going to be stronger to play against the guys that's stronger than you, to get you better through this season, and at the end, we're going to see where we fared. That's competition, man. Putting the number 1 best point guard on the team, with the number 2 best shooting guard, with the number 3 small forward, with the number 1 power forward, with the number 1 center. That's an All-American team. That's the Fab Five. The Fab Five was cool to watch because they was all freshmen. Not because they was the best, not because they was all coming in as the best. They was the freshmen, and the Fab Five ain't win. Don't forget that. The Fab Five ain't win no championship. But they was young guys, and that team can go up and down, but that's not what we want to see. We don't want to see. I don't want to see Luka and Giannis. I don't want to see that, my nigga. I don't want to see Luka. I don't want to see Giannis and Wemby. Come on, my nigga. I don't want to see Giannis and the Joker together. Like, come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. To the best of the ability, if it can be organic and then it can build like a Tatum in them, like Tatum and Brown, all right, cool. If they came in together, they got that way, moving up, training, and then now both of them MVP type of niggas. But if you just take Tatum and put Tatum with Giannis, take Tatum and put Tatum with, like, come on, my nigga, come on, my nigga, come on, my nigga. That's just real distasteful, man. Like, and it's hard to watch. Like, we didn't, I don't know if you did or did you. I did not love to see that Warriors team when they was together. That shit was too easy. It was too easy, my nigga. That shit was like the weakest team ever. I gotta say that at this point. It was, you say great for winning, but come on. When the margin of error is small, or what would I say for this one? Not the margin of error. It's like, I can't think of where I'm going. I'm gonna come back with this shit, but when you just so better than everybody, where's the fucking competition at? Them niggas broke the Bulls record. Them niggas broke the Bulls record, right? Right. But what happened with the Bulls? The Bulls had the best player, and the best player was cussing all the other players out and putting pressure on them to be the best that they could be. These niggas had the best player to come play with the best team. What? Or the second best player. At that time, you could say him and LeBron was first and second. Probably you're going to say second. We'll give him second. You had KD come play with the best team. What? The best player to come switch teams to play with the best team. That's fucking weak. That's weak, man. But I hope Giannis can I wish him the best, because Giannis has been a nigga that grinded in this league. Giannis came in, he was bony as shit. He wasn't the nigga that we see today. He had to work on his J. His J got better. His numbers got better, his rebounding, his whole everything handle. You feel me? So I fuck with Giannis, man. I fuck with Giannis. I fuck with him, but all this trying to be, and then, like I said, he got off of that. But by him being treated like he feel like he was treated, I think he gone, my nigga. I think he gone now. And you gotta think about this. You ever felt unappreciated? Think about it. Have you ever felt unappreciated? You ever been on a team and the motherfucker said, well, you can't really do this. And you're like, can't. Nigga, I was doing that when I was over there. Remember when I was playing against y'all at first? Then now you over here with them, and now they tell me, man, they treat me like this, trying to put you on the bench and do all this. Like, that sounds like a Raj Dickens story, man. They played with coach, didn't let my man do this, played with him, he bust all their ass when he got to college. Salute to Coach Raj Dickens, man. Hall of Fame Towson, man. So, when you feel unappreciated, sometimes it lights a certain fire in you. So hopefully Giannis can stay with the team and light that fire, because he did say that last week he wanted to stay and get it together. But now he just got to make sure them niggas never boo him again. Never. I'm chicken, man. I'm out of here, man. Heat.